will start the class. Okay. So GOLU met the crocodile. Up to that we have read. Let at least 10 children will join. We will start. Okay. Till now only 4 are there. Let at least 10 children will join. We will start the class. Please join on time. Okay. So those who have joined, please open the supplementary text. GOLU grows a nose. Chapter number 5. We will continue. Please open the supplementary text, children. Others are joining one by one. Meanwhile, open page number 32. So, for your recollection, let me tell you the beginning again. GOLU was a baby elephant. He wanted the answer to many questions. Okay. So these questions were innocent questions, but they thought that he was naughty. Why? Because they had no answer for the questions put by GOLU. Okay, that's why GOLU used to ask the ostrich. Ostrich, he asked, why you can't fly like the other birds? Okay. Then he asked the giraffe, why you have white spots in your body? Then he asked the myna, what does the crocodile had for dinner? He asked the baboon, why melon tastes like melon? He asked the hippo, why your eyes are red? So all these questions had no answer. So the animals concluded that GOLU is a naughty child. So GOLU is a baby elephant. He used to ask all these questions to other animals out of curiosity. So the other animals branded him as a naughty boy. Okay. So at last GOLU met one python, and he asked the python that what the crocodile has for dinner. The python. Okay. So the python was asked that what does the crocodile had for dinner? And when he started, no, he's not seen any crocodile. Okay. So sorry, he asked the myna bird. He asked the myna bird what the crocodile had for dinner. The myna said, go to the banks of the great grassy Limpopo river. So the myna advised GOLU to go to the Limpopo river and find out himself. So GOLU started his journey and he asked the python, because he didn't know what is a crocodile. So he asked the python, how does the crocodile look like? The python wanted to uncoil itself and answer. Meanwhile, GOLU told it goodbye. And he again coiled itself. He coiled the python, GOLU. Then on the journey, he had carried a lot of food. The description yesterday I was giving you that 100 sugar canes, 50 dozen bananas, 25 melons to eat on the way. And he told his family members, I am going to the crocodile, to the Limpopo river, and to find out the crocodile, what the crocodile had for dinner. There, GOLU reached and he saw what is thought is a log of wood. It was actually the crocodile rolling in the mud. So on the banks of Great Limpopo River. He saw that he thought it is a log of food. It was actually the crocodile. Then it asked the crocodile that where is the crocodile, because Golu does not know how a crocodile looks like. So the crocodile replied, "I am the crocodile," and he asked it that why do you ask such questions? Okay, so when the crocodile saw Golu, it had one idea that I will eat this little baby elephant. Okay, that's why the crocodile called Golu closer. So Golu was about to ask his question, he was called closer, and the crocodile caught hold of the nose of the Golu. So Nozu, in order to save himself, Golu pulled and pulled. The nose grew and it became long. Meanwhile, last paragraph you see, the python who had been quietly following Golu came to the bank and said, "If you don't pull as hard as you could again, the crocodile will drag you into the sea." Drag means pull. So the python, meanwhile, came and told Golu that Golu, if you don't save yourself, what will happen? You will be dragged into the stream. So in water, no, crocodiles are very powerful. You cannot fight with them, so you will die. So Golu sat back on his little haunches and pulled the crocodile. The crocodile slipped into the water. Please see page number 33. So up to 32 we have completed. Let us go to page number 33. The description is like that. Golu sat back on his little haunches and pulled. The crocodile slipped into the water, making all creamy with the great sweeps of his leg. Creamy means making the water dirty. Creamy means filled with all the mud and other things. The water was plain, but the crocodile, by moving its tail, made the water very muddy. That is described as creamy. With great sweeps of his tail, and he also pulled and pulled. Great sweeps means the movement of the crocodile's tail. It is called a sweep. Sweep means in a flashback the tail will move very swiftly, like the blade of the tail. It will move in a flash. That is called the sweep. The word which describes the sweep of the crocodile. Then the python coiled himself around Golu's stomach and said, "Let us pull harder." Golu dug in all four legs in the mud and pulled. The nose kept on stretching. So as a result, Golu's nose was caught by the crocodile. So the both python and Golu are pulling with full power. And on one hand, crocodile is pulling. As a result, the nose became longer and longer, stretched. Okay, enhanced in size, increased. At each pull, the nose grew longer and longer, and it hurt Golu. The nose was now 5 feet long, and it was free at last. So, at last, the crocodile left. But by that time, the nose has become 5 feet in length. Okay. Golu sat down with his nose wrapped up in a big banana leaf. Wrapped up means covered. WRA. Wrapped up is covered. Okay. So and hung it in the great grassy Limpopo river to cool. So he may be feeling some pain. So in order to reduce the pain, what he did, he wrapped the now the nose has become very long. So he wrapped the nose in the banana leaf to cool it down and put in the water, keep it cool. So Golu sat there for 2 days for his nose to cool and to shrink. It grew cool, but it did not shrink. So stretch opposite shrink. Stretch is enhanced. Shrink means coming to the original size, but it did not shrink. So 2 days the baby elephant sat on the bank of the river, hoping that the nose will again come back to the normal size, but it did not happen. It cooled, but the nose did not shrink. It remained 5 feet long. Okay. At the end of the second day, a fly came and stung Golu on the shoulder. Golu lifted his long nose and it hit the fly dead. So it killed the fly. So now the long nose has become the trunk, and Golu also could know its use. So what he did, he moved his trunk and killed the fly. Okay. Then advantage number one, this is the python. He could not have done it with a small nose, try and eat a little now. Golu put out his trunk and plucked a large bundle of grass. He dusted it against his four legs and stuffed it into the mouth. Stuffed means packed, stuffed. So next time, Golu wanted to use the packed or filled. Okay, Golu wanted to Golu wanted to make the better use of the nose. The nose is now 5 feet long. As a result, he could kill a fly. So the python was guiding Golu and advising Golu how to make use of the new nose. The nose is now 5 feet long. Advantage number two, he said the python, you could not have done it with a small nose. Don't you think the sun is too hot now? So, how to make the best use of the nose? Okay, so how Golu made the best use of the new long nose. How Golu could use his new long nose in a better manner. Number one, kill a fly. So with a small nose, it was difficult to kill a fly. But Golu did it with the trunk. It killed the fly easily. Number two, so add some leaves. So with a small nose it was difficult to do. Now with a long nose you could do it. Third one, the sunrise was too hot. Golu skipped up some mud from the bank and slept it on his back. Put some mud over his back. So these three things he could not have done with the old nose, Golu. So Golu did three functions. They were guided by the python. So the python guided Golu how to make the best use of the new nose that is 5 feet long. Number one, he killed a fly. Number two, it ate some leaves. And number three, it brought out some mud and put over his own body in order to be saved from the heat of the sun. Now, advantage number three, he is the python. You could not have done with a small nose. So, three advantages. Three advantages Golu had with the new nose. Three advantages. Three advantages means three benefits. Three benefits Golu could know, Golu could do out of his new nose, which was 5 feet long. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Python, said Golu gratefully. I will remember all this and now I will go back to my family. So, Golu thanked the Python for the advice and he told, I know how to make the best use of my nose now, and what I will do, I will go back to my place. So, this story ended. So, the story is about the elephants when they had no trunk. So they had a swollen nose only. So Golu was also a baby elephant. It asked all the unnecessary questions. You cannot call unnecessary also because out of curiosity the Golu was asking. So the other animals and birds of the forest thought that Golu is very naughty. So one day one question came to Gulu's mind that what the elephant has for its dinner. It asked. So Gulu was told to go to the Limpopo River, Limpopo River and find out himself. So as advised by the Maina, Gulu started towards the Limpopo River to eat on the way. He stored a lot of foodstuffs with him. He carried a lot of food with him and he was eating comfortably and going. So on the way he met one python and he asked the python how the crocodile looks like, but the python could not tell itself. So Gulu helped the python to coil back in the tree and resumed the journey. At last, Gulu reaches the bank of the Limpopo River and he saw that he thought that it was a log of wood lying in the mud, but actually it was an elephant. So Gulu asked, "Where is the elephant?" Then the elephant told, "Okay, I will tell you to come closer." Then he wanted to put question to the elephant. So the elephant told, "Okay, you come near me. I will whisper in your ears." Golu went back, believing the elephant. So then believing the crocodile. Then the crocodile caught hold of the nose of Golu. So it was hurting. So Golu pulled and pulled, but the crocodile did not leave. Meanwhile, the python was silently following Golu. So it told Golu, you pull, otherwise it will drag you to the stream. Stream is the small river. There, elephant will be very powerful. So the tug of war. Tug of war, it is a game. You see, tug of war. You must be knowing. People are pulling on both sides in a rope. Tug of war. Okay, children.
Rasakashi.
Yes, yes. Then it was a tug of war between the baby elephant and the crocodile. So the nose started growing. Now the python told, "I will also help you." So the python pulled its body around Golu and told, "Let us pull together." They pulled together. The nose became long and long. At last, with great difficulty, the crocodile left the nose. But by that time, the nose has become 5 feet long. So Golu wrapped the nose with a banana leaf and waited and cooled the nose in the water. So he thought that when the nose will cool, it will shrink again and come to its original size. But it did not happen, the nose remained long. So meanwhile, one fly came and disturbed Golu by stinging him. So Golu killed the fly with his long nose. Then the python advised, "You eat something with the new nose." He could do. Then the python told, "It is hot, so do something." Then he brought some mud and put over his own head to cool him down. In this way, Python told that advantage 1, 2, 3. You got three advantages by your new nose. Now you make the best use of the nose. So Golu thanked the Python and started back towards home. This is the total story. Okay. Any doubt is there, children?
No, sir.
No doubt. Then we will start the question answer part. We will see. Please open the text. Okay. Question answer part. You see. Okay. So number one, exercises you see page number 34.
Sir, can you tell?
Yes, number one.
Sir, Golu asked from ostrich.
Whom does Golu ask? Why don't you ever fly like other birds?
From ostrich.
Golu asked to ostrich why it does not fly like others bird.
From ostrich.
Other birds. Which uncle of Golu had red eyes?
Golu has a huge uncle, hippopotamus, had red eyes.
Very good, very good. That's correct. Golu's relatives did not answer his question because they were shy. The questions were too difficult.
Golu was a naughty
The,
boy.
Yes,
the,
The question were too difficult.
the question were
The
too
question
difficult.
was too
yes. Second
difficult.
one only. Second one only. Because the questions were difficult to answer. Then Nobin, you tell who advised Goli to go to the Limpopo
Sir,
River.
Maina. Sir,
The Mela advised Golu to go to
Advice
Limpopo
Golu to
River.
Limbo River.
This also, you will answer everything what others will do. They are sitting silently. Nobin, you tell why did Golu go to the river?
Golu
Nobin.
go to the river to find out what did the crocodile have for the dinner.
Okay, Golu went to the river, you tell. Golu went to the river to find out. Yes, very good. Then six, the crocodile lay on the bank of the Limpopo River. Golu thought it was a living crocodile, a dead
a log
crocodile,
of wood.
a log of
Log
food.
of food.
Log of wood.
Lot of
Yes, it was a. He thought it is a log of food. What did the crocodile do to show it was a real crocodile?
The crocodile shed is its false tears to show that it was real one.
Very good, very good. Because I told you about crocodile tears. So it has become the phrase in English. Crocodile tears are harsh tears. So I will you tell somebody don't shed crocodile tears for me. Means your tears are false. False means you are showing that you are sorry, but you are not sorry. Okay. So it is a phrase in English. Crocodile tears. He is shedding crocodile tears means he is pretending. He is pretending sadness. Really, he is not sad. Okay, come here, little one. I will whisper the answer to you. The crocodile said to this because he could not stand up. He wanted to eat Golu. Golu was deaf.
He wanted to eat Golu.
eat
Very
Golu.
good. He
He
wanted.
wanted to eat Golu.
Very good. Very
He
good.
wanted to eat Golu.
Yes. Who helped Golu on the bank of the river?
And
Python.
then Golu on
On the
river
bank
bank,
of
he
the
saved
river.
Golu's life from the crocodile.
Golu was helped by the python. Okay. Name two things the elephant can do with his trunk and which two things he cannot.
Yes, sir. Two things the elephant can do with his tongue are the elephant can keep away flies and kill them.
Yes.
He can pull up things from below and take it or to his mouth.
Very
Two
good.
things that the elephant cannot do with his tongue. He cannot use it as legs. He cannot see with it.
Very good, very good. All answers are correct. Now you can write in the notebook. So I am short form. I am writing. You please write the with full sentence along with questions. Suppose school will open, you have to show. Suppose in September there is a chance. School may be open in September. So this is August now going on. In September it may open. You please write in the here notebook. Okay, in short form I am writing. Uh, you please do it in the full sentence. In short form only I am writing. Okay. The ostrich. Okay. Answer to hippo. Uncle hippo, you write. Or hippopotamus, uncle, you write. You write with full sentence. Don't write like this. I am writing in short form. Only keywords. Two. Questions were too difficult. Question 4. The Maina bird. The Maina bird advised Golu to go to the Limpopo River. Okay. Then answer 5. To meet the crocodile and to find out what he has for dinner. Full answer I wrote almost. Okay. Then 6. Answer 6. Okay. 6 is 3. A log of wood. A log of wood. Please write down. Next to I will proceed to 7, 8 and 9. Tomorrow that book no one small poem is there. Trees. We will complete with this. Our term 1 syllabus will be over. Then we will start the revision. For your MCQ, I told you the syllabus, and also from grammar I told read tense, adjectives, pronoun and noun. Tense, adjective, pronoun and noun. If possible on pronoun, I will teach you one period after 19th. 19th is a holiday. Okay, children. 19th is a holiday. Some Muslim festival is there on 19th. Okay, on 20th on pronoun we will read tomorrow. One short poem is there.
Sir, where is the answer number 5?
Answer number 5. Have I left? The Maina. I think this is 4. Why did Golu leave? This is 5. This is 5. To meet the crocodile and to find out what he has for dinner. This here I have written number 5. This is number 6. One line I have drawn a log of wood. Okay, children, 19th is not a working day, 19th is a holiday. On 20th, I think we will do some grammar. Tomorrow, one more short poem, trees from the reader. It remained, we will complete tomorrow, and our term 1 syllabus will be over completely. So then we will, after the exam, we will go for term 2 syllabus. So till now, term 1 only will revise, and some grammar exercise, writing exercise, reading we will do every day, so that you will secure better marks in the exam. Okay, children. Okay, then shall we write it now? 7, you know, the crocodile said crocodile tears to show that it was a real crocodile. Then 8 I am writing, 7 I am not writing. Okay, 7 you know already and discussed also. So answer 8. Answer 8, answer is 2. He wanted to eat GOLU. He wanted to eat GOLU. 7 already we have discussed. No, you please write down. 9. The python. The python. Okay. 10 already somebody told 10 2 things. Elephant can and cannot do are can. 2 points. Can't 2 points. Over. Can we have done in the text. Can't cannot pick up. Cannot use as leg. As told by somebody. And next point, what you told? What elephant cannot do? 2 points. One is that it cannot use it as a leg. Second one, who will tell second point? Okay, who will tell second point of number 10? What the elephant cannot do with its trunk, who will tell?
He cannot use
Can't see from the trunk.
he
He can't
cannot
use his trunk as leg, and he
He
can't.
can't use his trunk to see anything.
Yes, to see. Okay. Two things we have written already. Please write down number 10. With this chapter has ended. So with this, our supplementary course for term 1 is completed. Okay. Then we will do one more poem from the text. Our term 1 portion will be completed. By tomorrow, we will do it, that poem. And with this question answers, you make it update in the their notebook. Whenever school will reopen, you
सर आप इसका असाइनमेंट भेजेंगे
uh,
सर
what?
आप इसका असाइनमेंट भेजेंगे असाइनमेंट
Then an assignment, 1 2 questions I will give. Today I will give. By Saturday or Sunday we give, because Monday they are asking the assignment. So 3 days I will give today. Okay. Let me see the questions I will give. Which is not in the book I will try to give. Book के अंदर से जो question answer में नहीं, whichever is not there in the text as question answer. Okay. Please write down. So this side is empty, otherwise I will write the last answer. Still 10 minutes are there. Okay, shall I rock children this side?
Yes, sir.
सर
Okay. So last question, answer 10. The two things, one elephant. The two things one elephant can and can't do with its one car. Can one side, can't another side. Can't see or hear. Can pick up things, can drive away, flies, and insects. So, please note it down. So other questions, short questions may be there, that how do you think the elephant was innocent? Do you think GOLU was innocent? GOLU was naughty? Golu was curious, or justify that Golu was curious. Some other questions also can be made. Do you think Golu is wise or the Python is wise? You can get questions like this. So in that case, Python is more wise. It is advising Golu properly, so the Python is more wise than Golu. Okay. What was the intention of the crocodile? Intention of the crocodile is to eat and kill and eat Golu. Okay, that was the intention. Why the intention failed? Because Golu did not listen to the crocodile and went on pulling. How the nose became longer? Because the crocodile did not leave and the Gulu was also pulling. So there was a tug of war between the crocodile and Gulu. As a result, the nose became longer. So these new questions here and there can be made. But if you understood the text, if something is coming from the middle also, there is no problem for you. One should understand the text. Don't think I know the question answers, I will get full marks. Always what happens, they will twist the question paper. They will make such questions which are not in the question part of your textbook. In that case also no problem. If you understood the text, you can do it nicely. No need to panic, no need to worry that I have not written this. Don't think. You understood? You
Sir,
can write. Yes.
sir, what you have written cannot see or hear के बाद क्या लिखा है?
With it, WITS. Cannot see or hear with it. I have written. Okay. So with this, our supplementary came to an end. Now from reader, one short poem is there. Tomorrow some revision work also from other text we will do. Then from 20th onwards, we will start complete revision of grammar work also. Okay. Please note down. Can I have written 2 points? Pick up things. Can drive away flies and insects. Can't bit one. Use as leg. So it cannot use its trunks because trunks are cannot to carry weight. Legs main purpose is to it is carrying the weight of the body. So the trunks of the elephant cannot carry its weight. That's why we are writing cannot use as leg and cannot see or hear. It can smell. It can smell with the nose, but cannot see or hear with it. I have written. So this is then answer is all answers are over. Okay, children. Now, okay, you prepare for the next period, children. Okay. So don't worry for attendance. I will take from the mail. Okay.